Welcome to the Sports Frenzy!
Hi, welcome to the recap show.
Welcome to the recap show, everyone. I'm
Okay.
Coach Cole,
I'm Jamie.
and here we are on Sunday night.
Yes, Sunday. The day of rest. Did you observe it, Tim?
I did.
Yes. Did you observe it on your birthday?
I didn't.
You didn't. You were out partying late, weren't you, on St. Patrick's Day?
Well, who wasn't?
This is true. Anyway.
Let's just say, just looking out my window, I've seen lots of green. People walking everywhere.
Oh, yes.
Coated in green. So.
Yes. I thought you were talking
It
about...
was a St. Patty's Day to remember.
I thought you were talking about the grass because of this lovely weather we've been having this past week.
Well, the grass is green too, actually.
This is true. Daffodils are up in my yard.
Oh, my goodness.
Yes.
Spring has sprung.
It has. Only on
Although
Sports
winter was
Frenzy.
so hard, you know.
Only on Sports Frenzy will we go from talking about sports to talking about the weather, then talking about my garden.
Well, you know.
Yes. We got to keep it interesting. Anyways, on to the recaps. The Blackhawks versus the Stars. The Blackhawks won 4-1.
Did they?
They
Wow.
did.
Detroit versus the San Jose Sharks. Detroit lost in overtime, 3-2.
Struggling, haven't they, Tim?
They've been struggling, yes.
They've
I
had...
believe, they got quite a few of their guys out right now.
Yep, I believe about 8 guys are somewhat banged up right now.
Wow, 8 guys.
Yep.
So I guess you could say half the Griffins are playing for them right now, huh?
Yep, this is true. So, right now you get to see the future of the Red Wings. So, hopefully they'll
There you go.
heal up real quick here and get back on track. So, the Capitals versus the Winnipeg Jets. The Winnipeg Jets win 3-2.
Next up, we have the Philadelphia Flyers versus the Boston Bruins. That was our 3-point bonus game. And the Bruins win 3-2 in a shootout.
Ooh,
Shootouts can go either way.
this is true. Very exciting. On to Major League Baseball. The Tigers continue their great preseason. 9-0.
Tie.
9-0 against the Mets.
Yes. Way to go, Tigers. Next up, we have the Baltimore Orioles versus the Minnesota Twins. Baltimore pulls out the win 3-1.
Good job. Arena football. The Force
Arena football.
versus the Storm. The Storm win 50-47.
Next up, we have the Jacksonville Sharks versus the Kansas City Command. And the Jacksonville Sharks get the win, 52-28.
NBA Development League.
Development League basketball.
The Defenders pull off a very close victory over the Stampede, 106-105.
Next up, we have the Maine Red Claws versus the Austin Toros. Austin Toros take the win, 119-112.
Ooh, another close one. This feels like deja vu. Haven't we just done this, Tim?
You know, it feels that way sometimes, don't it?
It does, but I do like doing this, don't you?
Oh, always.
Love the frenzy. Love the
That's
blog.
right. Frenzy rules.
Dual rules. What movie was that from?
I don't know, you have to Google it, I guess.
I'm thinking, hey, it's coming to me. Billy Madison.
There you go. They're coming to you. Billy
It came-
Madison, then.
Billy Madison. Dual rules. Anyways, Raptors versus the Grizzlies. The Raptors pull off another close victory, 114-110 in overtime.
Overtime. Ooh. Next up, we have the New Orleans Hornets versus the New Jersey Nets. And the Hornets get the big win, 102-94.
Ooh. The Lakers versus the T-Wolves. The Lakers win 97-92.
Spurs versus the Oklahoma Thunder. San Antonio Spurs pull off the win, 114 to 105.
The Knicks versus the Pacers. Knicks win 115 to 100. Ooh.
I'm surprised the Knicks pulled off a big win there. Have you been following what's going on in Knicks land there?
A little bit. What's been going on?
Well, their coach resigned.
Ooh.
And I guess Carmelo Anthony's been real unhappy with the situation there. And so the coach resigned. Carmelo Anthony's not happy. And let's see what else we got going on. And from what I understand, the intern coach, or the guy who has stepped up, which is probably one of the other coaches from the team anyway, doesn't have, from what I understand, doesn't have Lynn as a focus and as much playing time. So
Ooh.
lots happening in Knicks land, and we'll keep you posted on this.
I'm not surprised about Carmelo Anthony, though. I could see him complaining about, having to share the spotlight with Jeremy Lin there. So.
Yeah, and they said that Lynn's numbers have come down some. He's finally finding his comfort zone.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It just comes back to big name players and they're whining, as far as I'm concerned.
Well, I believe also with Jeremy Lin, I believe some of the other players have found, Jeremy Lin and are covering him, and Jeremy Lin I don't think is quite used to having to compensate for being covered so much. So
we'll keep everyone developed on the situation going on in Knicks land. It's going to be interesting down there for a while, and we'll follow it and do some more coverage of that in the frenzy.
Oh yeah. Let's see. Our other 3-point bonus game here. Pistons versus the Suns. The Suns win 109 to 101.
Next up, we have the Golden State Warriors versus the Utah Jazz. Utah Jazz pulls off the win in overtime, 99 to 92.
Let's see. The struggling Boston Celtics lose a tough one to the Denver Nuggets, 98 to 91.
Yes, they continue to struggle, and I don't have names, but I hear there's trading rumors going on.
Ooh.
Considered with Boston in the loop somehow, so we'll keep you posted on that as well. Next up, we have the Chicago Bulls versus the Philadelphia 76ers. The Bulls get the win, 89 to 80.
Doubles.
Doubles.
The Houston Rockets versus the LA Clippers. Clippers win 95 to 91.
Up next, NASCAR. Round and round and round they go. Who's the winner? Jamie knows.
Never heard of this guy. I'm not a big NASCAR person. Brad Keselowski, excuse the pronunciation. I've never heard of him. Don't quote me. I don't even know if that was on our sheet. Was it, Tim?
I don't think it was, actually.
So
sometimes we've had a couple winners this year that haven't been on our sheet, so that's interesting.
Yeah, so
And that's worth 5 points. So
I'm kind of wondering if anybody even got that one, if it wasn't even on the sheet there. So
yeah, that proves to be interesting.
yeah, I think it was kind of an unknown. From what I'm getting, it was an unknown guy. I mean, if
Right, an unknown. Yeah.
if he's not, feel free to write on the blog and correct me on that. I'm not a big NASCAR fan, so just let me know. So, well, interesting week in sports, huh, Tim?
It is.
Started
Up with the Peyton watch.
Yes, Peyton Manning. What you got for us, Tim?
Well, I heard that he was working out with the 49ers, and 49ers really want him, and they've been talking about all kinds of different scenarios that would work to get him involved in the 49ers. Did hear that he ruled out Arizona, so Arizona's now off the list. Still has an interest in Denver.
Yep. Well, and
watch.
he also is going to be practicing with the Tennessee Titans too.
Oh, Tennessee Titans. Interesting. Okay.
Yep. And
So that's what we got on Peyton watch.
I've said I thought the Dolphins, but I don't think it's going to be the Dolphins now. My new pick is going to be the 49ers. 49ers, if you look at their pickups, they picked up Randy Moss, wide receiver. Today, they picked up Mario Manningham. The man
Oh, really?
Yeah, 2-year deal, went to the 49ers. So the guy who helped the Giants win the Super Bowl with that amazing catch is now a 49er. So I think the 49ers
You, man.
I think the 49ers are loading up right now on great wide receivers and to make, to give Peyton Manning people to throw to. So I'm saying 49ers is going to be Peyton Manning's home now.
And the thing about it, these teams are offering the money, too. They're looking at what he wanted last year for his last deal with the Colts, and they're pretty much going, most of the teams so far are willing to match that. So it's not an issue of money, I don't think. I think he's just going to have to make the choice on where he wants to play. So.
Yep. So we'll have to keep our eyes focused. And then March Madness starts. What is going on?
Goodness. March Madness is going crazy.
Holy.
From what I understand, everybody's brackets are pretty much messed up this year.
Yep. This has only happened, other than this year, this has only happened 4 times where a number 15 seed knocks off a number 2 seed. And that happened twice, I believe, on Friday. Only happened 4 times.
Busy time in March Madness.
Yeah. And then Michigan loses to the University of Ohio.
Some big teams have got knocked off
Yep.
or unseated this year.
Duke. They got knocked out. So, yeah.
And this is why Chris Bull doesn't even try to figure the brackets until it starts putting in the March Madness games until later.
Yeah.
We've had people kind of also curious, and this is some of the new people that don't know as much about the Frenzy. People have been wondering, where the heck do these games come from? Well, we don't discriminate against any teams or games, really. So, I mean, as you can see, we have development league games. You might see soccer sometimes. I'm working on some lacrosse games right now to throw into the mix. We have wrestling. We do WWE wrestling and TNA wrestling. So we try to cover it all. We're an all-purpose show. So
Yep.
where people are curious about that, that's why. We don't stick to just one. During football season and stuff, that tends to be more of what we do. But we do. We cover it all. We try to cover everything.
Yup. So, oh boy, what else? Gonna talk about something else here. While you're talking about wrestling, WrestleMania is coming up here. About a week away here, I think we are. So.
Is it really just a week away already?
It's
Wow.
April
so
1st.
there'll probably be some wrestling picks on there here soon.
Yep. April 1st. So not this week, but next week, Sports Frenzy, I believe. So.
Wow.
But yeah. So. Something else I was going to talk about. I'm having a brain fart right now. But did you have a good birthday, Tim?
I did have a good birthday, yes.
Good. Your wife spoil you?
Always.
Give you a good back massage?
Always.
So, but...
It had me a Shamrock Shaker, too, as well, so...
Alright. That's the Baron Essential right there.
That's right.
So, but... Well, whatever it was I was going to talk about, I don't know. We'll be shooting Sports Frenzy here in the next
That's right.
few days. So, whatever it
Regular
was...
edition of the show coming up.
Yep. So, whatever it was, I'll
Friday.
throw it back out there. So,
That's right. We'll get to it.
losing my memory.
It's Sunday night, man.
I
It's
know.
all good.
I know. So, anyways, see you guys soon. Hope you enjoyed the recap show.
Enjoy it. See everybody later.
Adios.